What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are a family member, return subscriber, viewer, I appreciate you guys so much. If this is your first time stopping by, what's going on? My name is Wil Mikahson. I do videos on luxury, lifestyle, travel. If those things interest you, you are going to love it here. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every single time I load new videos. In today's video, it is a trying one, you guys, okay? This is reliving this in my mind and knowing I'm about to go over this story again is really, I feel like I'm getting the onset of COVID again, okay? But we will get through it just like I got through it. It is the story of my Chanel J12 watch repair. I will not be mentioning names. I will mention one person's name because in the end, he, just was a nice person. I will not mention anyone else's names because there were issues beyond their control and they were trying to help me, and I don't want to seem like I'm painting a bad picture about these individuals. I was going to mention the store's name, but I won't either. Most of you who know me will probably figure out what store it is, but I don't want to do that either because, again, I don't want to paint a bad picture about the individuals or the store. It was my experience and it happened, and it was just this circumstantial situation, and I don't want anyone to be painted as the bad guy here. Okay. Even though, while I tell this story, you will feel otherwise. Anyway, guys, let's start straight from the beginning. So if you do not know, I do own a black ceramic J12 watch with a black diamond bezel. It is one of my top favorite watches in my collection. And one day I happened to be just be fidgeting with it. I was, watching TV or staring off into the abyss, and I was opening and closing and opening and closing. And then I heard this sound and a spring flew out, and now the bracelet of the watch won't close. Okay, and I think I was on my Insta stories. If I have the clip of the video, I will insert it here. And so I made a couple phone calls, went to a Macy's store, and the guy said I can put a filler pin in, but he said it's something special that Chanel has. And he goes, if you don't do much movement, this will stay on. But he was like, if you do one flick of the wrist, this watch is gonna fall off. So he goes, I'll put it in for you. And honestly, he put it in, and by the time I got to the car, it slipped out. So I was like, okay, I get it. I will call Chanel. Easy peasy, called Chanel, no issue. They said, come in, we'll do a write-up, watch repair order form, and we'll get it out and repaired for you. All right. So on September 7th, 2021, I went to a Chanel boutique and I dropped off my watch. Out of the gate, walked in, amazing service. They saw the watch and people were like, oh my gosh. I didn't even know that my watch was kind of a rare version of the J12. I did not know that the black diamond bezel was rare. I know black diamonds are rare, but I don't know. I didn't put those two together. But anyway, a few, customers as well as two staff members was like, oh my gosh, that is a gorgeous score. Like, you're lucky to have this watch, whatever. So the intake process goes as you could probably imagine. They take the watch, they give me back my box, because I walked in there with everything. The big box, the leather box, the actual watch box, and they said, we're gonna give you back everything. What they did was they took down obviously my name, my address, my phone number, and they took the watch, put it, wrapped it up perfectly, made sure it was safe, then put it in a Ziploc bag. And they said to me, we're gonna send you, once you walk out of here, you're gonna get a link in your email. That link is gonna help you track the process of your repair. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love Chanel. They're so efficient. This is great. So the one thing I did not like, and I don't know why, because I normally don't care about this, but when you don't care about it, like you kind of want it, was when I went to go leave the boutique, they said, oh, let me give you a bag so you don't have to carry your box. And people don't know that, you're carrying, they don't think that you're carrying this like big old expensive watch in your hand. So I said, okay, thanks. So, and I get it. They gave me a nondescript bag, but they literally came out with like a black dollar store shopping bag. And I was just like, what is that? But again, because I understood that they kind of said, listen, we don't want people to think you're just out here with this, God knows, expensive watch in this box and maybe snatch it from you. So I said, okay, remember this story, because this is gonna come back later on. So they gave me the bag. I said, okay, I'm super appreciative. Great experience. Everyone was phenomenal. I left, right? So that was September 7th. And before I left, I said, how long does the repair process take? And I was told by the client advisor that it takes 5 to 6 weeks. Perfect. So 5 to 6 weeks would put us around the October 12th to the 19th range, right? So as that date approached, I was getting a little Twitter thumbs over here, and I was like, I want to know how my watch is doing. I kept checking the tracker, and the needle had not moved. So I was like, just wait, just wait. So just as I was about to send them an email to say, hey, it doesn't even show that my watch was received. I'm sorry, it did show that it was received, but it was like nothing like it's been assessed, nothing. Because I think it was received in store, shipped out, received by repairs, and then a pair approved, out for delivery and back in store, and then picked up by client. So I was all the way at the beginning. When I thought I should have been at least at the end. If it takes 5 to 6 weeks and I'm in my 5th to 6th week and it just says arrived, I was a little concerned. So just as I was going to send out an email, I get an email from them, which states, hello, after assessment of your timepiece, a quote for servicing has been generated. Please review at your earliest convenience and advise if you would like to approve and proceed with the repair or reject and have the watch returned with no work done. Couple things here we're going to touch base on, okay? Number one, I immediately responded back to that because I thought that this is my 5th to 6th week. All of those questions should have been asked to me before. So I immediately, without delay, said, yes, I approve, do it. Now, I will say that the repairs that they said to me, because it is a expensive timepiece, as all of your timepieces, this is a public service announcement. You guys, just like you do maintenance on your vehicles or in your homes, anything that you have that's expensive, you do maintenance. Your luxury watches should have maintenance. I think every 3 to 5 years or something like that. Don't quote me, but it should have maintenance done. And this had never had maintenance done. So the quote that they gave me was $495, and that was basically to just restore the watch. So I said, do it. Even though I just went in for a class, you know what? You have it, just give it a complete overhaul. Okay. So I approved that. And in that quick email that I shot back, I said I was unaware that the 5 to 6 week process will bring us here. Now, from this point on, what is the turnaround time for that? After I sent that email, no response. Now, this is on October 15th. I want to insert, and I'm not trying to throw shade on Chanel, but I went to Cartier. If I have the footage, I'll insert the footage somewhere. I did go into Cartier on October 23rd to have, I think at that time I had 5 watches, but I sold one. I was trying to swap it for another one, but I missed the sale. On Fashion File, I missed it. But anyway, so I had 5 Cartier watches, and I went in to go see if I was going to do work on some of those. I want to swap out some bands and, whatever the case may be. I will say that experience also great. But one thing that I loved about the Cartier experience is that they let you know that your watch never leaves the building. There is a watchman, a watchmaker in the back, and your watch never leaves the building. If you by chance start having separation anxiety and you want your watch, you can just go and grab your watch. It's been 6 weeks. You told me it was going to take 6 weeks. Just give me my watch back. Okay. So that I do love about Cartier. So if you guys know, or if you guys have had any experiences with Cartier or even Chanel, drop me a comment below and let me know what your experience has been within the watch realm. Okay. So just want to pop that in about Cartier. So on November 1st, I sent an email because I hadn't heard anything from the email that I sent to their response on the 15th. And I basically said, hey, you emailed me, I emailed you right back within a second, and I've heard nothing, and it's now been about a week. And I immediately got a response saying, oh my gosh, my apologies. And I do want to say that at this point, when I'm emailing back and forth, I'm emailing with the individual at the store where I left my watch. I'm not even dealing with the repairs people. I'm dealing directly with the client advisor who helped me. So they apologized for not responding and said, so from the time from approval, so from the time that I approved the repairs, it would now be an additional 5 to 6 weeks. So now that puts us between November 19th, I believe, and November 26th, which I know that November 26th, that area is around Thanksgiving. So I left a little bit of grace just in case if I don't hear anything that week or even a couple days after. It's a holiday. Still heard nothing. Now, the last time we corresponded and I got someone was November 1st. It's now December 13th. okay? And I wrote the following. Hello, so-and-so. I'm just checking in on the status of my watch repair. I initially dropped it off on September 6th. I know that on November 11th, you said it would be 5 to 6 weeks from approval, which is where we are at this point, but we weren't there. We're actually 3 weeks beyond that point, okay? So I said, if you can give me some insight as to where the process is, I would greatly appreciate it. No response on December 13th. December 17th, 4 days later, I get a response that says, we hope to receive your watch within the next week, and as soon as it arrives in the boutique and is ready for pickup, we will call you. Let us know if you have any questions. The only question I have is where is my watch, okay? That's the only question I have. So now at this point, my mind's going a little stir crazy because I'm like, it's the holiday season. Did someone jack my watch? Are they trying to cover it up? Is it like this? You know, your mind goes. So I'm creating all these scenarios as to where my watch could possibly be. And I still hear nothing. I hear nothing through the holiday season, through Christmas, through New Year's Day, all that stuff. And in my mind, I'm just like, I had personal things going on. So, you know, these first world problems of my watch, although it's, you know, it's a part of the family over here, but I had other things going on. So, you know, it kind of would come in and out of my mind, but I wasn't going to be as on it as I was. So, like I said, the new year came and everything. So on January 12th, now at this point, I said to myself, I'm giving them until January 31st. And if I hear nothing, I'm storming the store. I'm demanding a new watch at this point. I don't care if they don't make it. I don't care if it's rare. I want a new watch at this point, okay? And I do want to also pop in and say this. I know that when my Rolexes go and get repaired, I know that they say it takes 3 to 4 months. I know they give you that window. But this, and I was very clear, I said, are you sure 5 to 6 weeks for everything? Yes, 5 to 6 weeks turnaround for everything. So now that's September. We're in January. We're in mid-January at this point when I was just told a little over like a month and a half, right? So my email to them on January 10th was very short. I basically just said, we're going on 5 months of this, ... 2 days later, I get an email from them that states, they tell me that they're working on a skeletal crew and that they've copied the manager for visibility. The turnaround times I have been quoted have been from recent repairs. I also was assured that at this point my watch will be in the boutique within a week. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, okay, I heard that a month ago. Like I said, that was the 12th. I was not going to email them again because, as I said, in my mind, January 31st was D-Day, okay? I was going in there about to lose my mind. So by the grace of God, I did not want to go and show my ass. That is not who I am. But I was getting nowhere and kept getting the same, you know, they say doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's a sign of insanity. And I was like, I'm not going to play a part in that. So thankfully on January 30th, I get an email stating that my watch has been sent out and it will be in the boutique within a couple of days. That was on the 30th. And so I was like, if this is another, no, like they had no idea that in my mind I was like ready to blow. The 31st came, I was busy doing something. And on the 1st, I got an email saying your watch is in the boutique. And I was like, thank the good Lord. I called out of work and I was like, I need to go get this before something happens in transit or whatever. Let me back up. So I get the email saying that my watch is in. And as I was getting myself, because I called out of work, I was like, I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to go and get this, you know. And before, I don't know what about me, the $495 repair, I knew that I signed up for the repair. But something in me, part of me was like, you should go in there and they should be paying for it. It should be free. Before I went in there like, you know, all wild, I said, hey, I wanted to give them an opportunity to see what they would say. So I said, hey, just to clarify, I need you to confirm the cost of the repair. And she quickly replied and said, absolutely, it is free due to the extended lag time. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Meanwhile, I'm over there like, you know? So I gathered myself, I went into the store, and the person who I had been dealing with for months probably did not want to deal with me, but I knew she was there. I knew she was there, but and rightfully so. She probably didn't know who was walking in there. So I walked in. I believe his name was Chai, because I remember when he told me, we both were like the tea. I'm pretty sure his name is Chai. He is amazing, you guys. You know, he was downloaded with everything before I walked in. He was super, super accommodating. And he said to me, listen, we are going to size your watch for you. I'm going to bring it out. We're going to size it, get you all set and ready to go. And that he did. I waited. You know, he was like, look around if you need anything. He gave me his card and said, in the future, if you need anything, I'm here. So what I will say is that when he came out with the watch, they gave me this travel case for the watch, which I thought was really, really nice. It's a soft case and it just zips open probably like 90% of the way. On the inside there, it says Chanel, little care booklet. And he also put my extra links that he took out. He put my links in this little Chanel pouch here. And some of you guys who follow me on Instagram may have seen me unboxing this, and I will put some of the videos in it. Not unboxing, but the day that I picked it up. So this is the watch, and I will say, you guys, that same black bag situation, he came out again with that dollar store U-line black bag, and I was just like, why can't I get a Chanel bag? Now, mind you, when I typically shop lately, I'm like, especially Louis Vuitton, I'm like, keep the bag, keep the box, keep everything. I don't need another one. But for some reason, in this case, especially on the back end, I thought that they would have given me a bag with the camellia, a rib. You know what I'm saying? I thought I would have got a little, you know, some of the accoutrement, but I did not. But the most important thing is that I got my baby back. I was so concerned at one point, you guys. I was concerned that it was stolen. I was concerned that they did irreparable damage and they were trying to buy time to get me a new one. They were building me a new one. I have no idea. I don't want to go through that ever, ever, ever again. But like I said, it was nothing on their behalf. It was just COVID and working with the skeletal crew, and past turnaround times were 5 to 6 weeks. So this extension, I really don't know what the truth is. Why, even if the normal turnaround time is 5 to 6 weeks, maybe this one would have taken 8 or 10. But the fact that we went from the beginning of September to picking it up the first day of February, that's a long, long time. Tell me, guys, in the comment section below, again, like I've asked you, if you've had any experiences with watch repair or high-end jewelry repair. Did I overreact? Would you have overreacted? What would you have done in this instance? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this topic. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.